Good morning to all of you. Myself is Arun Kumar Singh. As some student comment me, we are a student, so I am keeping this word in mind. I am not using the words like friend. So I am addressing good morning to all of you. Today I want to discuss over the physics topics, that is force. In simple word we can say that force is a push or pull. If you apply the force on any object, it means what changes occur on that object, that is definitely related to the happening push or pull. So in simple language we can say force is a physical quantity which oftenly occur when any changes on that object, like change in length, change in size, change the place, and some other changes like this, all the terms are related to push and pull. So force is push or pull which act on an object. It is denoted by the letter F, capital F, and its SI unit is Newton. Newton is the great scientist. Newton was the great scientist, and first time he explained the force. So its unit is given on the base of his name. Its CGS unit is dyne. So our all activity, there is a need of force. From morning to evening, what we do, that can be done with the help of the force. There are so many happenings always occurs around us. There also need the force there. Any happening, anything that can be done by us or by some other agency because of the force. So on the nature of the force, force is divided into two categories: balanced and unbalanced force, contact and non-contact force. If I talk about the balanced force, it means no visible effect can be seen on the object. It means if two or more force applied on that object, and if the resultant magnitude of the force is zero, if the resultant force is zero, then it is called the balanced force. Suppose, for example, if two forces acting on a body having the same magnitude but opposite in direction, so both of the force neutralize the magnitude of each other and no visual effect can be seen on that object. That object remains at the same point. It does not change its place, does not change in their size, length, and some other factors occurs on it. So it is called the balanced force. Balanced force does not create any result. If you talk about the unbalanced force, it creates some visible effect. Like if two or more forces apply on an object, and if they produce the resultant force, if the resultant force has some value, some magnitude, then it is called the unbalanced force. Suppose two or three persons want to move an almirah from one place to other place, and if they do so, this is called the unbalanced force, because some changing occurs with that almirah. So in unbalanced force we see the visible result. On the other hand, if you talk about the contact and non-contact force. Contact force is also of two types, that is muscular force and frictional force. Contact force means the object and the force applied by it should be in touching to each other. Muscular force means force applied by the body or by our muscles. So if you want to pick up a book from the table, we have to touch the book. Then we are able to take the book. If you want to push the almirah, if you want to change the chair from one place to other place, then there must be contact and the two objects must be in, touching to each other. So we have to touch that object if you want to apply the force, if you want to apply our muscular force on that object. So muscular force, in muscular force, both the objects should be in close contact. Frictional force is also the same. Generally it is applied opposite to the motion of the body. If the body is in uniform motion or non-uniform motion, then frictional force is applied by the earth. Frictional force also applied by the water and air. So the body of the plane, body of the ship, body of the boat are designed so that they receive the less frictional force of the earth, less frictional force of water and air. So in frictional force there must be the body must be in contact with each other. Without contact, no frictional force is applied on it. So frictional force and muscular force both are considered as a contact force. But in case of non-contact force, it is also of two types, that is gravitational force and magnetic force. In gravitational force, the force with which the earth attracts every object towards its center is called the gravitational force. It is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the earth and that object, but directly proportional to the product of the mass of the two objects. So in gravitational force there is no need the body to come in contact. There is no need that the body must be in contact. It is applied by the charged body. The charged body attract uncharged body or other charged body which is kept, which are lie between them, which happens some distance between them. That gravitational force depend on the distance between the object. If the two objects are close to it, then gravitational force will be higher. If two objects are far from each other, gravitational force will be weaker. So higher the object from the earth, less gravitational force will be applied. Lower the distance from the earth, higher gravitational force will be applied. Now if you look about the magnetic force, it is also called non-contact force. We know that magnet is a charged body. It has the two poles, north and south poles. If the magnetic material is take near to the magnets, it attracts that magnetic particles towards its pole, because at pole there is more magnetic force in respect to the other parts of that magnet. So magnetic force is also the non-contact force. It attracts the magnetic particles, and it is also true that like pole repel each other and unlike pole attract each other. It means like charge repel each other and unlike charge attract each other. One more kind of the force are electrical force. Electrical force means the conductor through which current is flow works as a magnet. It is also non-contact force. when magnetic particles like magnetic compass takes near to the conductor in which electricity is flowing, it began to deviate, it began to trembling, because magnetic compass is also a magnet, and the leaf wire through which current is flowing also works as a magnet. There are some other kinds of the force I shall discuss in my next video. If you like this video, subscribe it by pressing the bell button, and also send me the comment and collect the beneficial point which will come to you, which will come for you in understanding the more and more about the force. And if necessary, give me the some other topics related to physics and chemistry about which you want to know more and more. In my next video, I shall try my best to discuss in detail over all the topics which are selected by you, and so that my next video will reach you first. Thank you.